In today's video, I'm going to break down how to get more freelance clients using a video intro. Quick disclaimer before we start today's video. The videos usually look like this with a dope slideshow in the background showing relevant past images from, recent previous projects, but I forgot to turn the slideshow on, so you're just gonna look at my YouTube channel on one window and my Google Docs page on the other one. Hope you guys enjoy. Welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is Jack. I produce weekly content based around video editing, videography, and how to make money making videos. Subscribe now if you're interested. Today, we're going to be breaking down how to actually get more clients using a video intro. Now, shout out to any of you guys watching this who already have a video intro in place. I've actually watched a couple of your video intros because you've linked them to me on, either Twitter or in the comments section. Some of them are looking awesome, and you guys are definitely headed in the right direction, and, you're already in the right direction, actually. What am I talking about? I'm going to break down to all those people who are not using a video intro or who maybe are using a video intro but want to use some of my pointers in terms of developing it, because I've actually got a whole plan at the end of the video in terms of how to make a kind of perfect video intro, so to speak, at least from my perspective. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, video intro is pretty self-explanatory. Basically, it would be in the replacement of like a portfolio or a showreel link that, would be the link that you'd send your potential client when you're applying for a job, and you'd actually send this video intro, which would basically just be you almost like this, like I am right now, like a talking head video, essentially explaining yourself and your services that you can offer. And, this is a phenomenal way to make yourself stand out. The last one I made was probably back in May, and I've been eating off of it for the entirety of this year, more or less. And that speaks volumes to the kind of power that a video intro has. I've only remade one the other day, and that's what kind of inspired me to remake this video, because I actually have a formula for you, like I said at the end of the video. But this is amazing in terms of making you stand out. If you've ever created a client account on a freelance site, whether it be Upwork, whatever freelance site you're using, you know that when you make a job, you have like 20 to 50, basically just so many different people applying to your job, and they're all pretty similar with, their approach, which is just a giant paragraph of text hoping to convey that they are the right person for the job, and most of the time it's a spam message as well, or it feels like it, and at the end of the day, it's just not personal whatsoever. So actually providing a video link, which is you talking to the camera, basically explaining your services and what you can offer, is hands down the best way to actually stand out on freelance sites, because you can almost bet your last dollar that there's nobody else who is applying with a video intro in most of these cases, because it's actually so rare. I think it's going to keep getting more and more popular as people figure out the power of it, but mine is linked below, the full thing. I'll be showing little bits of it, and I'm sure I showed my old one as well when I talked about that a second ago. And I'll show little bits of it, but if you do want to watch the full thing unchopped up, I'll leave it down below and you can hear what I'm saying and stuff like that. So I would actually prompt you guys to use a video intro instead of your portfolio and your showreel. Now, if your portfolio and your showreel is absolutely phenomenal, maybe include them as well, but a video intro 100% should be the first link that you're prompting them to actually click, because of this power of making it stand out. Now, how do you create a video intro? Very simple. And there's a couple key aspects you want to keep in mind. Let me break it down to you, all right? Because this new one that I've just made is by far the best one and by far the most effective. I've been killing it for the, I've only had this video intro. I made it at the beginning of this week. It's Sunday today, actually, when I'm making this. So I've only had it for 7 days, and I've got one full-time new client, and I've got a whole bunch of other prospects, and that's just in a week. I got more work to do right now, and I got, people waiting. I'm waiting to get hit back from them right now because they messaged me last night. So there's loads of prospects from just a video intro. So how do you actually make it? Very, very simple. All you want to do is jot down all of your unique selling points, right? So figure out what your unique selling points are. You want to jot all of those down. Then you want to actually kind of explain the services that you actually offer to the people. And then you want to also keep it as short as you can. So mine, I think, is about 2 minutes, 20 seconds, but that's with like a 10-second thing saying message me back at the end as well. So it's about 2 minutes, right? And that might even be on the long side. You want to aim for about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes, because you really want to just overwhelm them with the explanation of you, and you're like, they'll basically just be like, wow, this is amazing, I want to hire you right now. More or less, all right? So keep it very, very short. Now, tomorrow I'm gonna upload a video running through a perfect conversation. So I sent my video intro to a client, potential prospect, and then they loved it so much, and then they messaged me back, and then we went over to Skype and had a whole call, and I've been working for them for about 3 days straight now, and they actually, I gave them a bulk discount because they loved my work so much, and they paid me in advance for 10 videos up front. So more or less a perfect interaction with a client. This was stemming from the fact that I had the video intro, which initially grabbed him. He commented on that right away, and I'm gonna break down that whole conversation for you tomorrow on the channel, and I'm probably gonna call that how to talk to clients on Upwork. But right now, I'm just gonna quickly break down my simple formula, how I would suggest you guys structure your video intro, but overall, I hope I've won you over. If I haven't, tell me in the comment section below. Tell me you haven't won me over. Give me some more information, and I'm gonna ignore you because you're an idiot. Do the video intro, all right? Trust me, do the video intro. It's 100% worth it, and you know what I mean. Even if you're not the most charismatic on the camera, trust me, you're gonna win points by doing this. And at the end of the day, you're only sending it to a client, right? So, not your whole, neighborhood is going to see this video at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So if that's kind of a thing in your head, don't worry about that. But let's break down this formula. So the formula I would suggest in very, very simple terms would be to start the video off and introduce yourself right away, first 5 seconds. Then define yourself. So for example, say that you're a video editor, a videographer, and overall video production specialist. Assuming you're doing video production. I'm catering this to my video producers out there. This is a video production based channel, but maybe all sorts of freelancers could be watching this video. Then you want to break down the services you offer, obviously. Then the unique selling points. So for example, for me, I understand this is an extreme version of unique selling points, but for me, my unique selling points are that I'm a YouTuber with 75,000 subscribers, and that I have a Udemy course with over 10,000 students where I teach video editing. So it's pretty obvious by those two statistics that I am proficient in video production. You know what I mean? That's a bunch of social proof. So with this unique selling points section, try focus on any of your unique selling points. If you've had a celebrity client, if you've had whatever the things that are going to make you stand out, usually putting some numbers in there, stuff like that. And that's a very key part. Now then, point out how personal the video is. That's, if you watch my video intro down below in the description, at the end I make a specific point of saying, hey, we've reached the end now. I love how personal these video intros are because I just get to talk directly to you. I bet you didn't have anybody else doing this. And I don't say it as cheeky as that, but I say it like that. I'm basically like, yeah, I bet you didn't have anybody else who applied to your job who is sending this video intro, which is why I like it, because it's more personal, enables me to create a connection with you right off the bat. Something like that. And, they'll hear that, and that'll just kind of work in your favor. You're basically, shitting on everybody else without shitting on everybody else by saying nobody else is doing this, you know what I mean, type thing like that. And I think a lot of clients respond well to that, even if it's subconsciously that they just think, yeah, nobody else is doing this. You know what I mean? type of situation like that. Overall, there's one final thing, which is to say at the end, tell them to message you back on the specific freelance website. So I've got all my work through Upwork. I only apply to work through Upwork. It's the best freelance website. So at the end of my, video intro, I specifically say, hey, so, now's the time to message me back on Upwork. I can't wait to, continue with your job. I loved the look of your job because I applied to it. And now you can message me back on Upwork and we can crack on and get cracking with your project. And I say that, a variation of that, at the end of my video. So watch my video if you're interested in just kind of seeing how I do it. That's my brief content strategy, or my brief outline kind of thing of how I would suggest to you guys to kind of structure your video intros. It's pouring out there. I just stopped talking for a second. I could hear how much it's raining out there. I have to go get some lunch, so this is gonna be a little intense. I got a jacket over there. It's gonna be all right. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Really hope you enjoyed. I am gonna be uploading that video tomorrow where I break down kind of a perfect client interaction, which led to him placing an order for 10 videos in advance. You know, we've only made 6 of those videos so far. I've been working with him for 3 days, and that was, you know, what I would define as a perfect interaction with a client, all stemming from the video intro. So thank you guys for watching the video. I've been Jack. You know, leave a comment down below if you enjoyed this, if you didn't enjoy this, if you were in between. See you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.